my name's Cypher.
And what kind of artist are you?
I'm a money artist.
Great. Can we see your collection?
Yeah, please, come in.
Can you do it again?
Let me show you my studio. This is Cypher Monk House.
Okay.
This is a new pop-up venue for art, culture, signal, education, information. And I've got a little space in it to make some work.
Okay. What's your process? What kind of materials do you use?
The process is mainly paper, because paper is what we make money out of. So everything is kind of informed by using paper. I'm currently very obsessed with crayons because they really take you back to a kind of childish state of just free creation. And I think it really, for me, speaks to the ease of creating something, which is a kind of metaphor on the ease of creating money in today's world. It's very easy to print money, so it's also very easy to crayon a piece of money and make some money. So, and that was a draft from my first show. That was just like a kind of mock piece when the show was going to be called When Zero. The idea, when will this money be worth zero? But I kind of used some old stuff which kind of looks a bit like an explosion. So zero when is kind of like, when will we move away from war and conflict? And I've used Brazilian and Argentinian currency, two countries that are famously quite opposed to each other. So yeah, when will we move away from war? Maybe when we have a money that can't be printed at ease to fund wars. The mask was something I purchased because I'm concerned about privacy. I think it's an important thing to protect our privacy. And this is me with the mask. I've actually got some glasses here as well, wait. Where are the glasses? Alright, here we go. So this is... Hey.
That's your alter ego.
This is my alter ego for the camera. I probably should have done the whole thing like this. Maybe I'd feel a bit more comfortable. It's important that people talk about what's going on, and if we hide behind kind of masks and hide in the internet, then it's very hard for people to connect to those ideas. This is a kind of prototype for a piece called I don't know actually what I'm going to call it. Well, it could be called Rat Race, it could be called Rat Wheel, Money Wheel, Rat Time, but it's about being in the rat race, chasing a job and chasing money. We're obviously always chasing money because they're always printing more money, so you never have enough because there's always, your money is always being deflated. So it's a piece about the rat race and yeah, having to kind of keep up with the printer, which is very hard to do. Artists in this building that I'm showing are part of a movement of artists who are questioning what money is, how money works, and how it can be made better. So really, I'm just an ant, part of a group of ants, trying to make change. This is a piece called 9 Crimes. It's about breaking ridiculous money laws that you're not allowed to deface the money in China, falsify the money in Europe, rip the money in Kenya, write on the money in Indonesia, in Australia, burn the American money, mutilate Sri Lankan money, punch holes in New Zealand money, and cut up a penny. These are all crimes, so I guess I'm in trouble. 6 very hostile countries towards the LGBTQ community, so it's a flag for the queer community. And this is the American Stars and Stripes. This is American dollars and currency from the 7 countries that America has invaded post 9/11. So Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, Somalia, Yemen, and Pakistan. This is Andrew and the Shark. So Andrew Jackson was the 7th President of the United States, and he was very aware of what the dangers would be of a monopoly of money, which was what was going to happen with the creation of the first Bank of the United States, the precursor to the Federal Reserve. And I've contrasted his quote with a quote from Finding Nemo. That's why I trust it. This is the petrodollar. Again, this is a commentary about how money changed in Italy. And this is the 20 Saudi Riyal filled with oil and an American dollar inside to symbolise the petrodollar, which emerged after 1971 when Nixon took the dollar off the gold standard. Wait a minute, yeah, and pegged the dollar to oil instead.
Okay, so
The commodification of the female body and female sexuality in art. It's a comment on commodities generally. The female body is probably the oldest commodity in the world that women and men have commodified. So I've rather cheekily used the Queen as the representation of this in this relaxed nude. But of course, every art show needs a nude anyway, so I was kind of obliged to make it. Hanging here is a piece that is called Captivité. So that is West African franc, and the West African franc, along with the Central African franc, is a money that is used by 14 African countries, but the money is actually controlled by the French in Paris. So it's a question on, we thought we got rid of imperialism and slavery in Africa, but actually there's still very much monetary imperialism going on right now. And the chains are kind of representative, but the chains are made of plastic, so it's quite easy to break free from them by choosing a different money. I think the purpose of art is to create a signal to cut through the noise and to bring ideas forward. I think art really is a revolution, and I think art is it's a revolution for the artist and it's a revolution for society. And I think by making art that challenges ideas and conceptions that we hold as standard, I think the artist is there to kind of present new ideas.
yeah,
And really the artist at the end of the day works with scientists, with educators, with all people who are exploring new ideas.
Yeah.
It's the artist that can kind of imagine possibilities of something different.
advice for up and coming artists.
My advice for up-and-coming artists, considering that I feel very much like an up-and-coming artist myself, very much a baby in this game, but my advice would be to focus on something that matters to you, whether that's something personal that you want to work on or something bigger than yourself. I think the key to making good art is remembering that art is bigger than any individual, because it's really about, as we said earlier, it's about communicating ideas. It's actually a very important service for all of society to capture an idea in something that is beautiful, because beauty spreads very easily, but if there's a beautiful idea within it, it's going to spread to the whole world. So for a young artist, just focus on the things that matter.
Hey, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Paulina.
And what kind of artist are you?
So I'm a multidisciplinary artist. I paint and I'm also a singer.
Wow, great. So what's happening here tonight?
So tonight I'm having my opening.
Do we have a
the
look?
new tomorrow. Yeah, of course. And I'm also performing at the opening as well.
Right, what kind of performance are you doing?
I'm going to be singing a few songs of the project which I'm going to drop this year.
Oh wow, okay,
Yeah.
great. And where can we find you on your Instagram?
Yeah, my Instagram is pearl_de_luna, and then you can also find my music on all platforms.
Great.
And my website is pearldeluna.com.
Can I have a look at your artwork?
Yeah, of course.
What's your process with this? How do you make them?
So these ones are using, actually all of these pieces are on the Mali paper, which is a paper made in Nepal but by a French company. And so they came with the gold plates, and they're part of my tarot card series, so each one is a representation of a different tarot card. And I kind of interpret them in my own way and have a different spin on it. So eventually the idea is to have a whole deck of tarots.
Oh, that's so exciting. And what are you performing? Can we have a look at this? And what are you performing later? What are you going to be singing?
I'm going to be singing some new songs off my project, which I'll be dropping this year.
Nice. Well, congratulations. This looks absolutely fantastic, and good luck with everything. Is this your first or second show?
It's my second show, yeah.
Wow. And why did you choose this space to do it in? I remember.
I really love Agnes B, and she liked my work, so they asked me to do a show here, so it kind of worked out perfectly.
Great. Good luck with everything.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, Jeffrey, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good. What are you up to?
So I just finished my graduation show in Royal Central School of Speech and Drama. I'm Jiahui, by the way. I'm a performance designer.
Nice.
And here's my work.
Nice. What's it all about? Looks like an underground car park without the lid on it.
It is an underground car park. So this is a site-specific immersive project. It's a site-specific opera composed, adapted from the cantata piece Human Figure, composed by Pollock during World War II.
So what are you going to do once you've finished? How are you going to find work? What's the next step for you?
I've been contacting a lot of directors, designers and theatres trying to get jobs like assisting, or I'm gonna work with my friends doing on like fringe shows, trying to make something new. And also I'm thinking about setting up a company myself, a production company, because I'm really interested in site-specific opera piece. So that's where it's kind of new here in the UK, so I'm gonna try that.
That sounds great. Do you feel that there's enough community and connections for you going forward once you've left? Yeah.
I do feel there's a lot of supportive people around me, but this is never enough. We always wish it's more and we all get connected, because this is quite a small circle here, so we really wish we could like hold hands together.
Well, I'll get your Instagram. I'll put that down in the link below if anyone wants to get in touch with you.
Hire me, please.
Last but not least, what would your advice be to other budding performance designers?
I think for designers, we are at a really key position where we kind of hold the team together, because we have a lot of communication, negotiation with all the departments, because theatre is such a huge team, a collaboration. So I think caring is really important. Care about your design, of course, defend for it, fight for it, but also care about people you're working with. If the actors are comfortable, safe, playing around with your set, feeling comfortable in the costume, and also all your crew members, because there are a lot of pulling and pulling back, so make sure everyone feels safe and comfortable working together.
Nice. Well, it sounds like it'd be nice working with you then. Get a good show going. Thanks, and good luck for the future. Bye. Bye.
Okay, just
Hi.
far away.
What's your name?
So I'm Patrick Cullen. This is my painting. I'm president of this society, the New English Art Club. And this is a little bit of a departure for me, because I'm mainly a landscape painter. These are my landscapes here. But I really wanted to paint a painting that addressed the climate emergency.
What is the focus for this piece?
Well, like many people, I've become increasingly alarmed by the climate emergency that we're facing. And I just felt that I had to somehow use my art to address this crisis. And I started thinking how to do that, and it's not easy, but I had this idea, it came to me, of doing a painting of Piccadilly Circus. I'm doing a kind of dystopian version of Piccadilly Circus set in the future.
Yeah.
When everything is very hot, it's late at night, but the heat is still rising. Everyone's in very little, not wearing very much. And of course, as I developed it, I got into more ideas about with the different adverts and things going on. And what was important for me was that nobody is looking at the warning sign on the big billboard behind them.
Can you tell us your process, how you went about painting this?
Yes, of course. I started off by actually going to Piccadilly Circus at night and drawing. I did a lot of drawing, and I took photographs. So I got a real feel of the place, and started developing my composition, how it was going to be with the Eros statue right in the middle and the big billboard behind. And I then got two of my nephews to pose for these two figures, because that was rather more difficult. I didn't have any references for that. So they posed for me and I drew them. And I then did the whole thing in watercolour, which is perhaps quite surprising, because the richness of the colour is unusual for watercolour. and I stretched an enormous piece of watercolour paper onto a big board and then started working quite slowly across it. I had to have it flat on the ground and I crawled across it as I gradually built up the painting. The idea for that slogan, Earth has no reset button, weirdly came to me when I was painting in India. I was painting in Mumbai, and there was a big sign that kept flashing with, you wouldn't get this anywhere else other than India, I don't think. It was sort of, it was sort of telling people sort of philosophical truths, things that they should think about. It wasn't adverts for anything, and one of the things they kept flashing up was, life has no reset button. And I thought, wow, I love that. Life has no reset button. So I remembered it. And when I came to do this painting, that came back to me, and I thought I adapted it. And so hence Earth has no reset button.
Wonderful. And what do you hope to do with this piece next?
Well, I really hope that somebody might buy it who could display it in a public place, somewhere in a reception area, in an office, in a school, or somewhere where people would get to see it. It won't just disappear into some private home or back into my studio where no one's going to ever look at it.
Wonderful. Patrick, thanks so much and good luck with it all. Sounds absolutely just brilliant work and what the world needs. We need more of you.
Thank you so much.